some names here, I do believe. We apologize. We kind of lost some power there for just a moment, but we're back. But, Coach, talk about our leaders right here coming into the turn behind us.
We have a young 8th grader, Reese Swindeg from Cold Springs.
Here's a good shot right here.
That's a great shot of her. She is not too far from the finish line stretch here. We'll be able to see her very well pretty soon. And I think Cold Springs may be in the second position, a well-known runner around here, Paisley Widlow.
Yeah, I got to talk to Paisley yesterday. I say I got to talk to her, but when we did media days yesterday, she was there. And
I'm not sure what grade. Is she a junior this year?
Either junior or maybe even a senior. But I don't think she's a senior. I think she's junior. But folks out there from Cold Springs will know and know who we're talking about for sure.
Mm-hmm. And that community embraces this team, and they've done a fantastic job over the decades now.
Yes, been decades, absolute decades,
supporting the team and supporting that Kudzu Hills race over the years, and then of course,
it's still a huge event.
It's a huge event. We should be.
Folks are kind of gathering here at the turn to encourage their runner on, and that's always good in a race.
Right, and they're in the last quarter of a mile now. We're not actually on the screen, but I can look over and see.
And this is one of those too. I know runners mark various courses, and they have PRs for each course and an overall PR. But this is one of those courses that on a day like today, you might could set an overall PR.
Absolutely, the weather's perfect. The weather is a perfect day, and we see that the lead pace skater Ranger has made the turn to the finish line stretch, and followed by that pace skater is going to be, it looks like, our winner unless something happens.
Yeah, we're still showing on the screen runners coming by this final turn coming into that, and I've kind of lost places, but hopefully folks can see and maybe recognize some of those runners.
But, yeah, we see Reese coming into the finish line now, and unofficially she's just now at 20 minutes, so she's going to have an outstanding 5K time today.
Yeah, that is outstanding.
Outstanding.
I barely can see the clock across the way, but it's about aligned with ours, 2012.
Yep.
Point something, and that's gonna change a little bit, but she should be under that 21 mark for sure.
She's got a comfortable sprint, I would say, coming into the finish line.
Yes.
She looks fantastic.
Looks fantastic. Strong finish. Really a strong race.
Absolutely. She was in the under 20-30 today, and an 8th grader. That's incredible. That's incredible, Reese.
Here's, I believe, Paisley coming in here. Still going to be under that 21-minute mark.
Absolutely.
Should be. Looking good as she crosses the finish line from the standpoint of looking strong.
So we got 3 points for Cold Springs right now, which is perfect so far. So perfect score would be 15 in cross country.
Third place runner coming in right here, looking good too as well. Strong
Absolutely.
finish.
She's going to be around 21-20 herself.
Can't really tell with the short jersey what school we're from.
Couldn't either.
But I guarantee you, Mom, Dad, Aunt, Uncle, Grandma know who it is.
Oh, yeah.
Fourth place runner coming in as well. Good times today. Those top 4 or 5 runners.
They're all well below 22 minutes, which is excellent time, female time in high school.
Oh, well, we got up. Didn't see that.
All right.
And, Ty and Chris got us hooked up here on
thank you.
On our runners here. And what they're showing you guys are those top runners, their times and their names, and with Express Timing. So that's official from Express Timing's website. And we appreciate Ty and Chris getting that up there for us. Certainly do. Phenomenal.
So Cold Springs went 1, 2, 3 in the varsity girls today with Reese Paisley, and then it was a Myrick's girl. Myrick's is a big running name.
That's a big running name. Big athletic name.
Big athletic name all around. And I'm sure that runs in that family. I know running and athletics, basketball, whatever. They can do it all.
I know that name when you say it. And just from being here 20-plus years I've been here, Myrick's have been associated with athletics of some shape, form, and fashion at Cold Springs.
We've got a shot of the finish line now, Coach.
Yeah,
it looks good. That's
looks
a great.
Good. That is a great shot right there. And I know folks would say, "Well, bring it in, zoom it in." Well, we can't get over the spectator. We're not supposed to get over spectators.
Well, looks like Cold Springs has their top 5 in already, so they are officially will be the champions when we. So they Cold Springs went 1, 2, 3, and then 5 and 7, and then also 8 and 9. Incredible. And 10. Incredible performance by the Cold Springs Lady Eagles. That is incredible. Coach Casey Howell, that's a fantastic job. Congratulations.
Yeah, he's kind of followed up the line of coaches out there that have done phenomenal work, and he continues that, and proud for him, proud for that program.
And they will definitely be a contender in the 1A.
Oh, absolutely.
1A, 2A state meet.
Absolutely. Today he's running against just about every classification under 6A and 7A. We got 5A, we got 4As, some couple 3As, 2As. We don't have 1A schools, but just about every other classification. So they're running against some big schools today.
Yeah.
Just real proud of. I don't know. I just love the way our kids compete. I enjoy going to sporting events. Dr. Barnett asked me, "Why don't you go to so many sporting events?" Well, as AD, I can't get to all of them, but I like going to them because I like the way our kids compete. And they do it with class, they do it with character. But man, whatever it is they do it wide open and hard. I mean, just. We get after folks in football. We get after them in basketball. We run hard in cross country and track, and golf and baseball. It doesn't matter what we're competing in. Our kids compete well, and that's attributed to mamas and daddies at home, but it's also attributed to our coaches.
It is,
mm-hmm. And so shout out to all our coaches today for having our kids here and competing and doing what they do and doing it well.
I see some familiar names coming up here. And I believe, and somebody could correct me if they're not, but I think the top 15 will be declared all county. Is that correct, Coach?
Top 10.
Top 10, okay.
Top 10.
Okay, the top 10. 15 is in the sectional. I was wrong.
Top 15 will be sectionals.
So
top
that is a great honor to be all county, and especially – as tough as this girls' division is this year.
Absolutely. And just proud of them. And we'll have that award ceremony a little bit. I don't know that we'll be able to commentate that because that's across the way and at the pavilion over there. But you can rest assured that we'll have that up on the website for sure with some photos.
Yeah.
And Mandy does a great job getting us some photos so we can put on the website and also getting a list of names so we can put up on the website as well.
There's still a few finishing, but the boys' race will be coming up. The varsity boys' race will be coming up next. They're on the starting line, stretching and doing their run-outs, and coaches are giving last-minute instruction and coaching and encouragement. And that's a time when I was coaching, I didn't want to say too much.
Yeah. Because they're kind of getting in the mindset of getting and going. And, I helped Mike, but I didn't really do the coaching aspect of it. I did a lot of the logistical stuff for him. But
it's kind of like trying to change your offense right before a football game. You just can't do it. You say good luck, you put in the work.
Do what you do.
Do what you do. Yeah, go out there with confidence. And I always do tell them a little bit about the start, depending on what the start is, how long it is.
Right.
But cross country the courses have gotten a lot better than back in the day. We just a
well,
draw one.
Yeah. I remember the one we had at Good Hope there for a while.
Woo,
yeah.
That was a tough one.
It's unrunnable now.
Yeah,
It was about unrunnable then. It's not from a clean standpoint.
Right.
It
was a great course, but it was tough.
It was hard, and
well, that's where I learned to run on those hills.
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to a guy you ran with a lot yesterday, actually, Don James.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Don was telling me a little bit about y'all's running adventures a little bit yesterday, and some of the training tactics that we couldn't get away with now from the standpoint of coach going out, dropping you out, marking a place on the road, riding up, marking another place. All right, run it, and repeat it, and then see you back at school, guys.
Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah, Don was an athlete. He was an all-around athlete and a great 440 runner back then, 440, but could run the sprint and could run the and also could run the mile. So, and a great football player and a basketball player. He was tough inside.
Well, got some runners coming in over there. I see Holly Pond finishing up. I think this whole group, from the standpoint of a whole group, is going to have a pretty good time today.
Oh, I do too. I think
they're finishing up. I think there'll be a lot of PRs, personal best by a lot of these runners today, and kudos to them for their training. And this great event leading into sectionals, and sectionals coming up. What, Coach? A couple of weeks.
Yes,
weeks?
I think it's 2 weeks from today, or from Thursday. 2 weeks from Thursday.
And we bumped this back to a Tuesday. We were on a Thursday, but we had some runners that were playing volleyball, and we wanted to have an opportunity for those to run and still be able to compete in volleyball in their not sectional, but what comes after there, regional and all that stuff, following area. And so we moved back to Tuesday, and no big deal, and still allows us to be able to do both of those.
Actually, the sectional is actually a week from this Thursday is when it is. So,
all right, so a week from this Thursday. We're looking at a weather map. If we detect lightning in the area, we'll postpone events for a while, and I'll rely on those that are directing today's event to give us guidance on that. But hopefully, all that will stay north of us, and we'll more activity and be able to finish these next two races.
I think we will be.
As we get ready for the gun to sound here, we are on the time marker for that. I think Coach is finalizing some things out there. Coach Ayers, our host today, and the Fairview Aggies, and we appreciate all the work that he and his crew have put into getting ready for this event. I know it's a tremendous amount of work. Folks just don't realize that, a lot of folks think, well, you just show up and run. There's a ton of work that goes into getting the course ready and getting things ready for an event such as this.
Absolutely. It takes an army. Coach Ayers and his group out here, his parent group, and the other coaches on the staff have done a fantastic job getting this place. And I know they get some help from the town of Fairview too, and which is big. But this is a beautiful setting. It's a beautiful setting, and it's a great cross country course. So I'm glad we're here. We're about to have the start of the.
And we're off with the second race today. Varsity boys got a couple jumping out front right there. A familiar young man from Vinemont right there, kind of in the lead. And we'll see how we separate as we get down. We used to call it the funnel. That's all I knew to call it.
Right.
I don't know if that's the technical term or not.
Well, that's what I always called it, too.
You get down at the funnel and kind of see how folks begin to position a little bit. Coach, when we ran, I wasn't yours or Coach Stansberry's caliber. I was way back, not in cross country, but when we used to run some of these races.
Yeah.
The thing that I always hated hearing is coming by on your right. That means you're getting past.
Yeah, that does.
It seemed like I heard that a lot. So there toward the end of running, Mike said, why are you going to the back? I said, I'm going to pass me some people.
Yeah. That's great.
Oh, me.
I'm going to bring up this while we're letting them get into the race. I found the online results.
Very good, Coach.
So
there you go.
See if we can see what.
And folks, this is our first ever cross country, what you call it, televised or live streamed event. So we're going to get better over the course of the years. So just hang in there with us and know that we'll get better as time goes by, as we learn what to do and what not to do, and we'll get better at it. I assure you.
There's no team scores up for the girls yet, and it won't be official yet anyway. But on the live events, that's amazing. Back in the day, we had to do everything by hand. It was tedious.
Very tedious.
It was tedious. My wife was great at that. She could score a whole 20-team cross-country meet if you just leave her alone. She said, put me in this room and leave me alone. Kenneth Campbell could too. Absolutely.
We'd have those track meets or cross-country meets, and I just leave Kenneth alone. So here you go. And
but this is incredible, the technology that somebody has harnessed, not me, to make this so much smoother and so much more enjoyable for the fans.
Yes, it's almost immediate results. And,
the Alabama Runners website, the Mile Split website, and along with Mr. Dan Passon's group, the Express Timing, they're the official timer for the state meet as well, and they're just excellent. He's got 2 or 3 crews that do a fantastic job.
Well, I see a sweeper for the girls' event. We got one finishing up. And let me just say this, too, guys and gals that are out there watching. This young lady that's finishing up right here needs to be really, really proud, because she's in the top 1% of students throughout the state of Alabama that actually get out and run.
Absolutely.
And she's going to finish this race. And man, just great for her, and to push through and continue to run, and just take a lot of pride in that, finishing.
Absolutely. Finishing. She's learning an activity that if she keeps doing that over the years will hopefully add years to her life.
Absolutely.
And she'll have a happy and more healthy life over the years.
We definitely don't want her to be discouraged. She needs to be proud of what she's accomplished out here today, because that puts her in the top 1%, actually in probably society in the state of Alabama, getting out and being physically active and participating in an athletic event and finishing. So proud for her, and want her to continue to press on. Looks like our guys are a little bit – they're beginning to separate a little bit.
Separating a little bit. There's multiple turns there. You do some, what I call, in hiking, we would call that a switchback.
Switchback?
Mm-hmm. You do, there used to be only one switchback, and now there's 2 out here. When they built the steak restaurant over here on the back side of this property, when they sold we were using that, Fairview was using that. But once they built the building on that in the restaurant, he had to put in a couple more switchbacks back when Hobson Height was the coach here, and he had to amend the course a little bit, which it's still a fast course, but it did probably slow it down a little bit. That pretty sharp turn there. There's 2 of those now, where there used to just be 1 of those.
I haven't been out on the course. Do they get on the pavement any, or is it pretty much all grass?
It's all grass, or in the trail. The tiny gravel in the woods. So it's a great course. I love this course. I told Coach Height Hobson when he put this thing together and the town helped him, I said, that's going to be an incredible thing for the school and the community. The community comes out here and has access to it as well.
Yeah, I was watching a few walk this morning, prior to things getting started, and folks say, hey, y'all got to have a race here today, and yeah, we got a race. Well, we'll be out of the way. No, I'll take time. Take time. We got plenty of time, so. Well, looks like we got a little weather that's going to move in on us, and hopefully we'll get this JV race underway.
Yeah, hopefully.
And not just underway, but well into the finish. We don't
Yeah.
want to have them out in the middle of the course. And, I was telling you earlier on that up at River Gorge in Tennessee, I got not necessarily stranded. You just run, but it was some of the worst weather I've ever had to run in, and we certainly don't want that to happen here.
No.
A little rain we're not worried about, and whether it's not necessarily torrential, but it could be a consistent rainfall. We're not worried about none of that. But definitely concerned if we have any lightning in the area.
Yeah, these are some good shots with the drone now. You've got them coming and going there. I really love that shot there.
Yeah. Finally got us pretty good separation on that front 4 or 5 runners there. Can't really tell who's where, who's what. But
you got one that's probably got about a 60-meter lead there, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are not far off. But then there comes that pack that we were talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And once again on the screen we see the results of the girls' race. Now the team scores are up, and Cold Springs did accomplish what is a rarity in cross country, and that is a perfect score of 15.
15. Wow.
That is incredible that the Cold Springs Lady Eagles, led by Coach Casey Howell, accomplished that today. 15 points. Holly Pond will be your runner-up there. Congratulations to them, too.
Yeah, congratulations.
We'll give a first and second place trophy, correct? Runner-up.
Yes, sir.
So congratulations.
Both all divisions, there'll be a winner, runner-up, yes.
So there's no shame in being second to a team that's probably going to win the state and had a perfect score on you. So
exactly
congratulations to Holly Pond as well.
And Holly Pond has really come on in the world of track and cross country.
They have.
Doing a phenomenal job out there, and a couple of names I recognize there. Some Gambrels, kind of that name's synonymous with
Holly Pond Athletics. Yep. So we're well past the mile mark now. The fastest of the leaders in the boys should be coming up on the mile mark somewhere some of them may be under 11 minutes, and they most likely will.
Yeah.
The number one guy from Vinewood, Brady, he should be well under 11 minutes, probably around 10:30 or even.
There's a good shot through the woods right there.
There it is.
Yeah, good shot right there. We got JV out here warming up. It'll be a little bit different from the varsity in that we'll run the boys and girls together in that race, and it's probably going to be a good thing with some of the weather we may have moving in.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So
we've had to do that before over the years in different meets, and even championship meets. Sometimes you have to do that.
A little bit more work on the scorer over there, but that's why we pay him.
Yeah,
to do that.
He
work.
gets paid, but he's worth it. I'm telling you.
Oh, absolutely.
When we used to do it ourselves a lot, and it's a task.
You got that little handheld thing, looks like a giant calculator. and you always run out of paper.
You run out of paper, yeah. Yeah, when I was ran cross country, we only got to run it 1 year in high school. We started a cross country team at Good Hope, and I did cross country my senior year. And the way you determined the score then is they looked like the popsicle sticks, or maybe the tongue depressors. And they would put a number on it, and you come across the line, they would hand it out.
You keep them in order. Had to keep them in order.
And the coach had to keep them in order, and then they turned it into the meet director, which is generally the coach of the team that was hosting.
Then y'all got real fancy because Coach Stansbury gave me that job a couple times where he pulled the number off and hung it on the coat hanger.
That's right. Then we went to the pulling the number off and putting it on the coat hanger.
Oh, gracious. And then you had that roll of tape that you had to match up with the places.
Numbers up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
a lot of tedious work there.
Yeah, so thank God for automatic timing and computer scoring and everything. Looks like we're in the backfield with the leaders.
Yeah, they're coming up. Got that lot of separation between that front group. And I think our JV bunch is pretty relaxed.
As the run should be.
Yeah, as it should be. It's for fun. And they run 2 miles, right, Coach?
Right.
Is that right?
They do, and that is where it all starts. And a lot of kids are a little bit afraid of running, but if you can make it fun for them in the middle school and the JV, as you know, with all sports, it needs to be fun. But you're teaching them, and there'll be some hard days, but you want them to just have, at the end of the year, just have a good taste in their mouth that they want to come back and do it again the next year. That's what I always tried to accomplish when I was coaching with my JV team. We didn't practice near as much as the varsity, didn't run as far, but we did. Occasionally we do a hard workout because that's what it takes.
Just to say this, what we got to do in the future.
In the future,
in the future, there'll be more of this. And I think the coaches agreed upon their JV being 7 through 9. Which most JV you think of 11th grade down, but the coaches agreed, and I think that's a smart move on their part too for those younger kids to stay encouraged because you normally get a few 7th graders, a handful of 8th graders, and some 9th graders mixed in there, and you want to keep them out.
Absolutely.
So let them compete and have some success, and so I was real excited that they elected to continue that.
Absolutely, I think it's an integral part of the whole process is to let them have fun and let them get a taste of what it could be, and then watch the varsity in the same meet, having it at the same time as the varsity. I think is a good idea. But I always tell parents, the sport of cross country it can help you in whatever sport you do.
That's exactly right.
I've had football players that, God bless them, they'd play on Friday nights and come to Saturday.
We were talking about that early on, yeah.
And
we were talking about that. Me and Coach Carlisle and Dale Gamble were talking about that over there early on. A couple of kids that we remember doing that. They drag them off the field on Friday night, wore out, tired, and then next thing you know, Saturday morning they're up and going and racing. So
that is incredible.
A lot of dedication. It's a unique sport, but it's a lifetime sport.
It is. That's the great thing about it. You can do it when you're. As long as your knees and your hips hold up, you can do it into your 50s, 60s, and we've known some people do it into their 80s. So, we could.
And what we decided, too, on this younger group, normally we have to have 4 teams to give out trophies, whatever. But we kind of in golf and this so we can get participation numbers. If you got 1 or 2 kids, that constitutes a team for us, so that we can give out awards and recognize these kids and promote them. And so excited to.
Well, I think
to be
that's
able
a good
to do
idea,
that.
Coach. I'm glad you're doing that. I'm glad the county's doing that. That's a great idea.
All right, we got a leader coming out, and it's exactly who we thought it would be right there from Vinemont. And, man, he's got a blistering pace going on.
He does. He is going to be close to his PR. I think it's in the very low 16s. I know he's ran right around 16 flat, maybe under 16, but he is going to be close to that today.
Yeah, we got him at 14:51 right now coming into that turn.
Right.
And you said that's our final turn coming in, right?
Yes.
Coach, down there?
He's going approaching the he's about a quarter of a mile out right now. And I've got the we're right on the official time on the screen.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Ty did a good job getting it started
sure
there, didn't he? With
he's
the gun.
He's right on top of it.
just a blistering pace. Phenomenal run. Several more coming in on this turn right here.
Here comes Brady in for his final sprint, and looks like he has lengthened his stride and picked up the pace a bit. He knows how close he is to a possible PR. He's going to be very close, and
very close. Maybe off just a hair, but that's okay. It may be a PR for this course in particular, or PR overall. It ain't going to be much over 16.
No, that is an incredible race.
Phenomenal pace. Well, congratulations to him.
That's Brady Johnson from Viamont, is your Cullman County varsity cross-country champion for 2025. Congratulations, Brady. Brady's had an outstanding season. I've seen him run in a couple of meets. He's incredible. He's tall. He's strong. He's got that stride that's unbelievable.
Yeah,
always envied those guys that had the long legs.
Well, I have too. Absolutely. It would be nice. I used to think that when I got to heaven I'd be tall, but I don't think that's the case after studying Scripture. I think we look like we look, but that's okay too.
Yeah,
made that way for a reason.
Right.
Coach Stansberry always told me when I fell on trail runs I didn't have far to fall. So that was a bonus. Mike always uplifting you some way.
Oh yeah, he was good at that.
After he got done cutting you down a little bit, yeah.
We have their number 2 runner coming in.
He's got a good stride right here coming in too. Strong finish right here.
He's going to be right around 17:30, which is a very good time.
Good finish there.
He's from Good Hope. Okay.
Good Hope runner.
That's Drake Nichols. Yes, I've seen his name. I'm glad I got to put a face with that name. I've seen his name in results during the year. He is really coming on. Then 2 runners from Cold Springs coming in. We could have a tight team competition today.
There's a Holly
Pond. So, yes, it's going to be mixed up. This could be exciting to see who actually comes out on top here. There's another Viamont. Looks like a West Point runner coming in.
Yeah, looks like a West Point runner right there.
This is great competition.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Among the team for the team awards today. Good job.
I can't tell if that's nope, that's some blue there. That may be Cold Springs here.
That is Cold Springs. They have 3 runners in now, according to my calculations here. So they have 2 come in pretty quickly here. Then they will probably sweep it today and be the girls and the boys champions. That was that pack we were talking about,
yes.
Coach. You had that front runner, then that pack came in.
That little pack right there.
And they were jockeying for position the whole time.
Especially coming out of here, or really before they got into the woods there, but when they come out too. This looks like another Cold Springs here if I got the color on the back correct.
Yes, it is. So they're looking for a number 5 runner now. But my calculations.
And it may be coming up right here, Coach. I'm not 100% sure, but the uniform looks familiar. We'll just have to wait and see if we can see the back. If it's
a West Point runner trying to run him down here,
that's
may make
that's
a different
uni
the score.
Right there. So I don't know if that is a West Point finish or I can't tell. Just solid white top.
Yeah, that was Cold Springs' 5th runner.
I thought so.
Mm-hmm. Followed closely by Zeth McLean from
and these times are incredible.
They are
2025 and
your fifth runner's 2025. That's excellent.
I mean, that is just incredible.
Good Hope's had several finishers, so this has been a healthy competition here between several schools.
It sure has, and good competition, and we got a tight finish here coming up.
Yeah, we got close finish coming in here between Good Hope and looks like Holly Pond, or Viamont and Holly Pond.
Viamont and Holly Pond there. Looked like a West Point Warrior before them with some gray on.
Like
I think they're in the gray.
Several in now, so they may be vying for that runner-up trophy.
I said Coach Carlisle's Coach Carey, Blaze
Yeah,
Carey.
Coach Carey, yeah.
Out there at Viamont.
He does a great job.
Yeah, great job. And good guy, good family.
Absolutely. He was an outstanding runner in college, too.
I can't imagine.
He ran when my son ran it, and he ran at Sanford. My son ran at Jack State, so we got to see him. We got to see him several times. Guys are coming in with good effort, good finish at the end, and
some good times.
Still.
We've still said that. We're just at the 22-minute mark, and
most of the field's in already. Yeah, that is.
Another little bunch coming in right here. Got a few right here, and then there's a good bunch of runners coming out of the turn down here. Seeing a runner from Hansville High School coming around.
It's going to be close for this runner-up trophy, Coach Dunklin. I'm looking at them scores as they're coming in. It's going to be close.
Yeah, it'll be tight.
Well, looks like Good Hope's going to get it. According to that, if that's on the screen there, they've got 5 runners in. So it looks like they're going to be the runner-up. That's unofficial, of course, but from the live score in there, it looks like Cold Springs is going to be the champion again for I'm not sure how many years. It's a lot of years.
I think we were talking about that yesterday, and I know it's been a lot of years. A number 16 comes to mind, but it's longer than that, I think. So
21?
Yeah, 21.
That's unbelievable. But it looks like Good Hope may capture the runner-up trophy according to what we see now on the screen, or we're seeing on the screen what the unofficial score is.
Yeah, the unofficial results.
So congratulations to them, too. But a tight run there because, in the first 4 runners, there's 5 teams that had 4 runners in, Coach. That's healthy competition.
That's healthy competition right there.
That's very competitive.
Pushing each other out on the course and pushing each other on the finish right here coming in. And, that group finishing up that we kind of saw, we talked about earlier. You got those lead, and then you got a pack, and you got a little lull, and then you got another few stragglers, and then another pack.
Yeah. That's what I tell young kids when they start. I say, look, you're always in a race. You might not be in a race for first or second, but you're always in a race. You got somebody you can race with out there. So race the people you're with.
And race against yourself.
Yeah,
always
too.
Race against
That's
yourself.
Right. You got the clock to race against, and you got the person that's in your group. So there's no, someone will get discouraged. Well, I said 40th place can matter. I've seen state championships won at 40th place in the state. Somebody passed somebody at the end. They were 39th. The other one was 40th, and it pushed another team back. It can happen.
Well, it looks like Coach Ayers getting ready to round them up on this final. We've got about, according to my time, of course it's unofficial, about 2, maybe 3 minutes. But I don't know what I think the weather going to hold off for us. I think. I'm not James Spann. I'm certainly not Jason Simpson, but maybe it'll hold off a little bit for us. You see right there, it's pushing toward us. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, hopefully we will get this race in, and that'll be tremendous to get it in before the rain.
Maybe like golf was last year when the weather moved in, schools closed down early. We was throwing medals and trophies.
Really? Oh, I remember that day. I remember that
trying to get
day.
To get kids on the road before the weather moved in, and what a hectic culmination to a great event. But we got it in, and got it in safely.
Boy, that sport has grown too in the high schools.
It certainly has, and real proud of West Point. Boys winning it, girls runner up last year, and Good Hope through the years has had some excellent golf teams. And Fairview out here, excellent golf teams. We had great representation, at the state this year, and really proud of them.
I highly respect somebody that can play that game.
I do too. Hit that little white ball and not get frustrated and keep your composure.
It's the most frustrating game I've ever tried. I know that.
It's a humbling game. You go out one time and play so well and think, I finally got a hold on this, and the next outing, it can demoralize you.
Yeah, I used to tell my brother-in-laws who would just annihilate me all the time, I said, there's no defense in this game. If I could guard you or tackle you, or if there was running, if we had to run, I think I'd have a chance against you.
Yeah, but no, it's
it's all in that. It's all in the head and in that technique, which mine never was much of a technique.
Mine either. I always said I got my money's worth.
I
hit that little ball a lot from a lot of different places.
And in this race, we did say that the girls and the boys are going to run in the same race. Of course, they'll score
run together, and they'll score them
separately.
Yes,
mm-hmm.
That's the great thing about doing it electronically.
Yeah,
you can score them. Whereas before, you had to pull and put on one hanger and make sure you get them on the right hanger. And
I messed that one up before, Coach.
I have too. I got to humbly admit that, but I have, and had to eat a little crow for it. But nobody's fault but mine.
But and now they've got the. Used to have the time and chip on your shoe. You had to lace it up, and they would lose it sometimes. I've had kids lose them or forget to put them on and be at the starting line, and we'd have to run and get it out of the bag. But now it's on their number.
It's on the number
bib,
yeah,
on the bib.
It's
number.
On the bib number. So all they got to do is just be sure that bib's on and cross, start and cross.
Right.
Really, with this, you just got to cross.
Yeah. Looks like Coach Tyler Ayers is ready to start the race.
Giving some last-minute instructions, kind of spread them out just a hair.
And that's a good idea in JV race for sure.
Spread them out just a
hair.
There
we go.
So we're off and running in JV.
Well, we got a good contingent from West Point out there. I can see.
That's the Appling crew doing their recruiting. But we got great representation. I think, we got Fairview. I think we got some Beaumont, Good Hope. Looks like some Hansville runners and West Point runners. So we got great representation from our schools today on the JV level. I'm extremely proud of that. That they get to do that.
Yeah.
Some folks waving at us. Coach from Good Hope, Deanna Caranda.
Yeah, she's done a good job with that program.
Has kept it going.
And she's gotten better every year. She's learned, and I've talked to her a couple of times, and I know she's done a lot of research and stuff. She's got it going now. She's really got some outstanding runners.
Couple principals, middle school principals out here. Miss Leslie Hembry supporting her crew along with Trina Walker. I have no idea what they're talking about, but
they said they needed a golf cart.
Oh, need a golf cart. I was signaling to them to start running.
Yeah.
They could be the sweepers. Leslie and them have run in some of these races. They could be the sweepers for this right here, and get this done. Well, JV off and running. I'm going to tell you that I was thoroughly impressed with our guys. I'm with the times and all that came across. And
absolutely,
our girls too. And I know we may still have one, or do we have one on the course, or is he? I know sometimes they run to.
I think he's
cooling
down.
There
is one. There is one.
Yeah, and same thing said to him that I said earlier on about our young lady is, he's going to be in that top 1% too, and in finishing.
Absolutely.
Just very proud of him being a part of it and being out there being a part of a team and finishing, because it's hard sometimes to finish. It really is.
It is. It is.
And just proud of all of our runners today.
I've got a friend I'm kind of helping with his first marathon, and he's got all these goals. I said, your goal for your first marathon is to finish.
Come across that finish line.
It's
That's
just
exactly
finish.
right. Exactly right.
I said, so keep that in mind. Don't get discouraged, because it's a different animal.
It is a different animal. I've ran 2, and that's the only 2 I ever want to run.
Yeah.
I'd rather run a trail race, a 50K any day.
Really?
Than I had a marathon.
Yeah.
It's a different world.
It is.
Well, good for him. He's coming across, and he's going to finish today. And he needs to be proud of his effort, and I hope his teammates are too. And
yes. He's still got someone out there cheering for him. That's
absolutely.
great.
That's the great thing about this sport.
Yeah.
You don't even have to be from the same schools. Runners, they
No.
support each other, and our coaches work so well together, and just kind of makes it even more special.
It does. Let's see if they've got the official times in yet on the on the boys. I don't see anything yet on team scores, so.
Got a little bit posted, but I don't think they posted it officially.
I don't think
yet.
it's as official,
Yeah,
but as you can see,
But you can see.
Viamont's going to take second. Okay. Well, that number 1, that really did the trick for him. So, because Good Hope, they had a great pack in there. See, they had a great pack from 2 to 23. But Viamont, that number 1 and that number 6
made the difference.
But that number 30, if he wouldn't have been there, they wouldn't have won, even with the guy winning the race. 5, I always told him, 5 is just as important as 1. As far as the runners and the team placement. Should be getting some shots here on our JV coming up here. Looks like they're in the switchbacks now over on the first mile. And the lead, this doesn't show the lead here on the screen, but the lead is about to enter the wooded area. So they're coming pretty close to the mile mark. Some of those guys are moving on.
They're moving on in a 2-mile race.
Certainly are.
Yeah.
Looks like it's West Point and West Point, doesn't it?
It looks like that to me. We'll know once they kind of pop up out of the woods over here, maybe a little bit better, but that seems to be the case.
They are under 6-minute pace, Coach. Those top 2.
And like I said earlier, this is 7th through 9th grade that we're calling JV. So, pretty phenomenal here. So,
yeah, you find a junior high kid that can if they break 12 minutes today, that's going to be incredible. If they make 13, that's going to be good. And if you bust 14 and you're a middle schooler, that's really good. So, boy wise, now girl wise, if they can break 16, that's incredible. But 16 is good, 17 is good on a cross country.
Oh,
run.
absolutely. And like I said, that's what the coaches agreed upon. Unless they change that, if they change it, that's their prerogative to do so. But we just.
But I like that idea that you added. Now they have to have 3 or 2.
We just got to have 1.
Oh,
just one to be able to say that I'm representing my school and I'm representing my team.
But you're going to give a team championship too?
Yes, and
first and second,
and that'll be scored just like it always is scored.
Okay.
So if you got one runner, you really don't have that team shot.
Right.
But you can be an overall champion.
Yeah,
you could place. So
I like that. I'm glad you did that. Tell you another ancient cross-country story from back in the day, real quick here. That year that I was talking about was the Good Hope and Fairview had cross-country teams, and we did go to the state that year. They do the state. This is how it was kind of not that important back then, I guess. We did the state on the Alabama golf course on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, because that was the only day that the golf course would let them do it. So we got down there. We got out a half a day, and we got down to Tuscaloosa, and they only had 3 divisions. Of course, there was only 1A, 2A, 3A, and 4A back then. So they had 2 divisions. They had a 1 through 3A, and then they had a 4A. And our Good Hope team, which we got 3rd, and we missed the runner-up by. Oh, we lost the screen. We missed the runner-up trophy, Coach, by 2 points.
Wow. And that just shows you what a place will
One
be.
of our guys our 5th guy got passed toward the end there. But that was a tough course down there.
Tough course.
That was that old University golf course. They turned it into a running park now, but it was incredibly tough course.
Coach, we didn't lose the screen. I think we flew through
we flew
through some drizzle there,
yeah,
I do believe.
Okay.
So, we got a little bit of that drizzling moving in.
So we're back on it.
But we're back up and at it. I don't know if that's our lead or not.
I'm
right
not
there.
sure. When it went through that fog or mist or whatever it was, and I kind of lost track of where the leaders were.
That's a good view. Kind of gives people
a
good view of, what our kids are able to compete in today. The I guess you call it facility, but course. Just a beautiful course, beautiful place for cross country course to be on.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great course. It's laid out, former Coach Hobson Hott and a couple other guys laid this course out back in the day, and it's a great course. It's usually known as a PR course too. There's a lot of PRs.
A lot of PRs.
Personal records set on this particular course here.
There's probably a future runner right there.
Absolutely. Getting ready to stretch. He's stretching.
Little boy looks like he's getting ready to go. He's in a starting stance, getting ready to go. So.
Mom's teaching him early. That's the way you do it.
I've got some runners coming out.
All right. It's that 1-2 from West Point.
1-2 from West Point. Both of them looking strong right here. And they'll probably push each other into that finish. We'll see if he'll stay on that shoulder and may have an opportunity to pass. But it looks like he's stretching the lead a little bit out of that turn.
That's going to be real interesting. And I'm sure that'll be a friendly competition, but I bet it's still going to be a competition.
It's going to be a competition. That's one of them that when you finish, I got you.
Yeah.
Or I held you off.
I held you off, but I'll get you next time.
That's right.
Yeah, they look comfortable.
Another West Point Warrior, and looks like a Huntsville Bulldog right there coming out.
It
Got
does.
the gold and purple on right there. And another Warrior here.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be
West Point. I think, is that our first girl coming out?
I think so.
Got a good stride right there. Strong into the finish here. acknowledging some cheers are coming her way.
Right.
Our second young lady coming out looks like be from West Point. First one's either Vinemont or Good Hope. I'm not sure, but it's either Vinemont or Good Hope. Got some parents cheering them on.
Here comes
some coaches pushing them on. Teammates pushing them on.
All right, Coach, we got our finish coming up over here. I don't know if we'll get a picture on the finish line now, but the two West Point runners are coming in.
Look at this
to the finish line.
Right here.
This will be a good one to see here.
Did you send Brittany over there? Well, yeah, look there. Brittany showing a little speed and athleticism getting across the course to give us a finish line shot here.
West Point's going to finish 1 and 2.
1 and 2, finishing strong. Looks like he passed him.
Lincoln Parker.
So Lincoln Parker coming in at number 1 spot right there. Some encouragement from a teammate. Got to push right here. He's in the ribbon.
Yep.
Good shot again coming across finish line right here.
Oh, yeah,
love that.
Nice.
Yeah, nice shot right here. Drone kind of let us in and finish up.
West Point has 3 in. This comes a young man from Hanceville, I think.
Yep. Hanceville's first finisher right here. Coming in at number 4, right? Is that number 4 runner?
Yep.
Good finish.
He looks strong. He looks like a big, strong guy, too. That's a great run.
It shows us some the top 4 finishers. Lincoln Parker, Griffin James. Is that James? Jones.
Mm-hmm. Colin Clark, all from West Point, and then Damian Wilson from Hanceville.
Yeah, we got a neck and neck finish here between our fifth guy and
the
our
top girl.
Top girl right here. She's gonna.
Our female winners from Good Hope.
Spin it all right there. And folks, don't worry. That's not uncommon. And once you spin it out on the course,
right?
They'll tend to her and get her taken care of, and get her up and get her a bottle of water and get her going. There you go.
There she is.
Congratulate her.
Looks like her principal's got her there.
Yeah, that's Miss Hembry right there. So that was Good Hope. That was an excellent run by that young lady.
Yes. She was under 14 minutes. That's incredible.
Phenomenal.
I think her name is Jada Alsop. Tremendous, Jada. Congratulations for winning the
There's a
female
gold
division.
Jersey. I don't know if that's Fairview or
it looked like
Hanceville.
I think it was a Fairview. Another young man from Good Hope in.
Little neck and neck right here by
some of the girls coming in.
Fairview going to pull away from West Point right there with a Raider right behind him, it looked like. This is going to be pretty tight on the girl side of things.
It is.
Another Good Hope. Followed by West Point. Yeah. West Point. It's Good Hope.
Looks like we're going to have another tight competition for the team championship in the girls for sure. These are beautiful, beautiful pictures, the shots with the fall leaves and everything and the kids running. It's incredible. Get to see this, especially this view here. I love that view. Still got runners finishing. not to 17 minutes yet, so we've got a lot of kids that are coming along in the JV division here that's going to be great varsity runners in a year or two.
Varsity runners, absolutely. This may be one of the stronger JV events I've been associated with. Yeah. And a lot of, the course, the weather, that sort of thing plays a big part in that. But still, a lot of talent out here.
Yeah, Mr. Lincoln Parker's your JV boys winner today, 12:23 on the 2-mile course. That's a great time.
That's a great time. Wow.
And then our female winner was Jada Alsup from Good Hope.
Yeah, also a great time.
And she broke 14 minutes. I think it was a 13:58.
Oh, wow.
13:59. That's what it says. So outstanding.
I don't know what that equates to, but I know it's under 7 minutes, and that's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, that's 2 sub-7 minute miles back to back.
Back to back.
Once upon a time, I could have done that, but
not anymore.
No.
I mean, you might could, not anymore over here.
No.
Another runner coming across the finish line, and folks, you kind of seeing what our runners are running in here toward the end a little bit. Got a little misting rain and kind of off in the distance. Shot at campus there at Fairview. School going on today, and that's a good thing too. Our kids today, they even though they're here running, they're still responsible academically. And
absolutely.
The amazing thing is, and research backs it up, that kids that are involved in athletics normally, from an academic standpoint, do fairly well.
Oh, the research, survey after survey.
Yeah, that they do really well. Learn how to manage your time, and just a lot of benefits being involved in an activity or in athletics. We're coming up on this finish, and we're going to stay as long as we can, but folks, with the weather moving in, we got some equipment that we may have to get in, and especially the wind picking up just a little bit, and it's sensitive. And
there's a great
and I kind of like what our drone man said too. He said drone can do a lot of things, but it cannot keep water out. So, so he's in the process of bringing it home too. So
we had a great finish by a Good Hope girl there. She looked very good sprint at the end. Congratulations.
Absolutely, and I think we're coming up. I think we'll be able to stay through the finish. We got our sweeper just come out, so I think we're going to be fine, and I'm glad about that because we get to recognize all our runners. Everybody gets to see all the runners come across the finish line today. Looks like West Point right here coming up. Good stride, good strong finish there. And, Coach, I want to say it's been an honor to be with you today. I mean, we're not closing out just yet, but, man, you're one of the more prolific runners that ran in Cullman. I know you're humble about that. And in Cullman County, especially at Good Hope, when track was a fledgling thing, and and I had the privilege of running a couple of races, not with you. I was in the race, but well behind, but finished as well. And you've been a runner through for many, 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 many years. But it's been an honor to be able to call this with you today. Somebody that really knows this sport and knows what these kids put in from a coach's standpoint, from a personal standpoint, day in, day out. So it's been an honor.
I appreciate it, Coach Duncan. Appreciate the kind words. And I do love this sport, and it's a great sport. And I tell parents all the time, I said, it's a great sport. You get so many benefits from it. And it goes with any other sport you want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to help you in any other sport. So I'm just elated and excited for the future of cross country in Cullman County. It has come light years, and it's still going. And
it's still going.
It's still going, and it's moving up. And And our coaches, we have excellent coaches across the county that put in time, and they love the kids, and they love to compete, and coaching is great now across our county. We got some outstanding coaches.
Yeah, and that's been intentional on part of our principals, and
I think so.
Getting right people in right places and compensate.
Yeah,
and that's big too.
Well,
being able to compensate.
I remember working on that when I was principal at Cold Springs.
Absolutely. We got Coach. Coach Dr. Stapler with us from Fairview. Going to get him on here and let him say a few words. Hey, appreciate the gracious host. You being a gracious host today for a phenomenal event, and I know your community, your coaches, your parents have worked extremely hard getting ready for this event today.
Hey, Coach. Yes, absolutely. This is it's a good day out here. Sun's not out. It's just kind of an overcast, and hopefully those kids did a really good job out there running. Great community. We do appreciate all the support. Anytime you host something like this, it takes everybody pulling together and a lot of hands and feet working. So the broadcast guys, appreciate y'all doing this. It's extra. We know it's above and beyond, and we're just thankful that y'all were able to come out here and do this for our community and for our kids. Cross country, I ran in high school, and I don't want to talk about me too much, but it brings back a lot of memories. It's tough. We played football on Friday night. Coach Smith, I played for him, and then he'd recruit, so Coach Hite brought us out there to run. I think it was one of the first years they had a cross-country team, and that would get all that lactic acid buildup, out of your system. So I'm thankful for running. My wife coached at ARAB, and my girls ran, and this was one of their favorite courses to come to was here at Fairview. So it's a fair course. It's always kept up nice, and a lot of people, travel a long way. I think we had Anniston and Oxford that drove all the way out here a few weeks ago to the Haver Run, and we're just thankful for it.
And when you got a great venue, people like the Oxfords and the Annistons from across the state, and then word spreads. It's just like at Cold Springs, with the Kudzu Run, word spreads, and then you have people calling you, asking if they can be in your race instead of you having to put it out there to invite people to come. So, and it's kind of like what Coach Calvert said a while ago. It's a sport that continues to grow every year. I think it becomes more and more popular, not from the standpoint that it's not hard, because it is hard, but from the standpoint of kids just wanting to be involved. And, if you can put one foot in front of the other and willing to try to finish what you start, you can come do cross country.
Yes, sir. Well, you have to have some grit to you.
That's
there's
right.
A lot of times we're coaching kids up, just pass one more. Just take a few extra steps, pass that extra one, and you're giving it everything you got. And I love the passion. The kids, the way that they group together and network together, and just a lot of team bonding. And it's a lifelong skill. You learn how to run. I mean, you carry it on once you get out of school. And set up some 5Ks, set up some half marathons, do that together as a family, and doing hiking, things like that. It pushes you.
And do some crazy stuff like 50Ks and stuff like that eventually wear you out. But I'm getting a signal from our guys that we're going to begin to kind of start putting stuff up as rain begins to move in back behind us. I don't know what direction that's coming from, probably the west. But Dr. Stapler, once again, just appreciate you having us here today and being such a tremendous host. And Coach Ayers is doing a tremendous job. I love it when he hosts, because he does such a tremendous job. And I love going to Cold Springs, and hopefully, Good Hope's working on something there at the new park, and hopefully we can get that course. I don't know if you call it certified or not, but can get the distance accurate to a point to where we'll have another host site. So just looking forward to growth of cross country, and appreciate all that you do at Fairview. And Coach Calvert, appreciate all that you have done. And appreciate the fact that you took time to be out here with us today. So,
thank you,
folks. We're going to say good afternoon and bye this afternoon, and appreciate you being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching ccpoe.tv, a service of Cullman County Schools.